Hey everybody, it's Yuki. Once again, giving you guys something a little bit more interesting to look at. This is the Mario Maker Q tester. So what is this? This is a little program I made yesterday, and I'm very proud of it. Mostly because I know you guys are ready to torture me with those hard levels. But we're gonna get to that later. The torturing of the levels, not this program. So anyway, the little program here is allowing you to manually add the level code of your viewers to to the level code table on the left side. In a moment later in this video, I'm going to show you guys how it looks like in my OBS layout for live stream later tonight at 9:30. Yes, we are returning to viewer levels. So yeah, I saw that. So here's how to use the program. What you want to do is take your audience viewer level, use the exclamation mark join, and then their level code. Take their level code and paste it here. Let's say their level code is LAD dash LAK dash LAL. To add the level, press add level. And you might be wondering, will that ever be a level code? Yes, it can be possible. And those three particular like LAD, LAD, LAL, LAK mean something in Los Angeles. What do they mean? Find out at the end. So that's how you add a level. Very simple and basic. How about to remove the level? To remove the level, you want to press the level on the level code table shown here on the left. It will highlight in red. When you do that, press remove level. It will remove it for you, just like that. Awesome. Now, what happens if you do not select a level from the left side and you press remove level? If you press remove level without selecting a level on the left, you will get this error message called cannot delete. Make sure to select a row before pressing the button. What is a row? A row is like a table, like this. That's a row. Now, you might be wondering, wait a second, there's two other buttons on this program that I'm not talking about yet. And that's because those buttons are not implemented yet. There's no functionality. I will give you guys a preview of what I'm thinking of. So the saving and loading is coming up in a future update when I'm ready to present that. So what is this going to entail? So if you guys remember 3 years ago when I started Mario Maker, I had something called a Notepad queue. The Notepad queue is basically very simple. I take the Notepad application and any levels that have been added to the quote unquote Notepad queue will be played and I will paste them into the OBS studio layout. The problem was that that took a while. That took like 30 seconds. Now it doesn't sound like that long, but 30 seconds in terms of Mario Maker is a very long time because that could be an opportunity to play another level. All right? So, I was like, okay, I'm just going to do this notepad cute thing that I've been doing for 3 years ago. Then I remembered I learned how to do GUIs, graphical, user interfaces, in Java. So I'm like, you know what? Let me try that. Then I started doing a tutorial yesterday on how to make this little guy with the functionality of the add level, remove level, and then I saw a tutorial on how to save and load using text files. Oh, that's what it is. Yep. So that notepad queue all of a sudden becomes part of the program. So that's what this does. The saving and loading will allow you to import your level codes from notepad txt files into your level code queue here on the left. Now keep in mind, this is not ready yet. I have not added functionality. So when you press import text file, save to text file, nothing is going to happen yet. But the idea is using file IO, it's going to allow you to import your text file with your level code and it's always going to allow you to save to the text file using the level code. Okay, so do keep that in mind. That is something in the future. So I just wanted to show you guys that. Now, what else I want to show you guys is a future idea for this program. So let me bring out my nerdy side, and allow you to show you this. This is Java Eclipse, and I'm using the plugin called Windows Design. And what this allows me to do is allows me to design the graphic user interface window, also known as GUI, and I'm using JSwing. I'm not going to dive too deep into the programming just because I want to show you guys the program itself. We'll we'll dive deep another year from now or whatever. If you really want me to do this, I'll do some tutorial, but not today. Uh-uh. I'm not spending 4 hours for that. Anyway, um, tutorial, little idea for the future. So this is called a pane on the left side, Pane. So as you can see here, if we take a look at the program, the pane is on the left, level code. Now the future idea is to shrink this down to halfway, and I'm going to make a copy of this, put this on the bottom. The bottom pane in the future is going to be where it's going to be like completed levels. What I'm planning to do in the future is add a button on the control panel, and it's going to say completed levels, completed level. When that button is pressed, you have to select the level first though from the queue. When that button is pressed and you selected the level that you have completed, that level is going to move to the bottom pane. That bottom pane is your completed levels queue. When you're done with the level, you put that there, just so that you don't accidentally um com- do a level again. Okay. Now for the saving and loading, however, that will only affect the top pane, which is your level queue. So do keep that in mind. Once you completed a level, make sure you put that level to the completed pane before you accidentally save that again, and then you have to redo that level because you forgot to put it in the completed pane. Okay, completed area. So that's another future idea that I have for you guys, but that's not until later on. The other idea that's coming up, that could be coming up, is the Excel worksheet. So what is the Excel worksheet? So if you ever worked with Excel before, you probably know about this guy. So this guy is the Excel worksheet, also known as googlesheets.com. Google.sheets.com. No, excuse me. Sheets.google.com. And you can make an Excel worksheet. Now, the reason why this is going to be a factor is because you can theoretically um actually you can actually import your data from Excel and place it into JTable. JTable is the system I am using for the program, JTable. All right? Because theoretically, the net technically speaking, the level code on the left, the system is actually a table of rows and columns that you can like a regular table, like you would normally do. And in Excel, all the columns and rows are like data columns that you can populate for a table. You can actually put Excel worksheets in a J table, but I'm not going to teach you guys that. All I'm going to say is it's possible. I'm gonna leave it up to that. So in the saving and loading panel on DC there, it's going to say import text file, save the text file, or you can import from Excel. Do keep in mind that I'm going to have to learn API. Now, because I talked about API, Would that also mean in the future Twitch chat, like exclamation mark join, for example? That could be possible. That is possible. But let's not get to that port yet. Let's do something simple and get to the level cube. That's what you guys want to make it easier. Okay? Now, let me show you guys how it looks like in OBS video as in the program I use for streaming. So we take a look at this. So this, actually, I need that window up right now. There we go. This is how it's going to look like in OBS video. So on the left side, you have the level code, the level queue, and I have decided to adjust the size of the game window to accommodate the the program. Now you might be saying that, hey, what happened to your VTuber model? The reason why it's not there is because I haven't opened that program, and I'm not gonna open it now because my main focus for you guys is the program, the level code queue. So if I add the level, like I said, LAD, LAK, LAL, I'm going to press add level, and there it is. There it is, right there. All there ready for you. But you've been wondering what happened to the control panel. Why is it not shown on OBS Studio? It's because I cropped it. I cropped it out because nobody wants to see buttons. They just want to see their levels. So there you go. That's why I cropped it. All right. So I cropped it out. Okay. And then when I remove a level, you're gonna see it. You're gonna see happen. Okay. Easy as that. So what did? So what is LAD, LAK, LAL? Like I promised earlier, that would mention about what this level code is. Technically speaking, those are three LA teams in sports. D is Dodgers, K is Kings, hockey, and L is Lakers. That's where I put it. Oh, and by the way, they all took L's yesterday anyway. So for that reason, there we go. Okay, now I will tell you, I forgot to limit what you can do in the level code thing, so you can actually theoretically add anything like a text and something like that. You can literally do this. You can literally do that as a level, and I forgot to limit that. But yeah, you can literally make your own tables with this. Okay, and yeah, you can do whatever you want with this. But please make it sure you do it for viewer levels tonight. All right, that's the program. Now, as far as like how you can download it, I will not allow you to download it until I fix up the file IO, the import from text and save the text file. That is the most important next step because right now you cannot save anything. Okay, so I will do that when it's time. All right. Now remember, you're never going to see the control panel. You're only going to see the level code portion of the program later tonight. Okay, I'm just going to make it like a downloadable executable. All right. So that's it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed the little program that I made here. Now, if you have any questions about the program or you want me to give it to you as a trial run, please wait and hold until I like make it refined because there might be customization options down the line. So do keep that in mind. Right? That's all for now. We'll see you guys at 9:30 for Mario Maker viewer levels with this new guy. Enjoy.